Okay, I want to welcome everyone to the February 8th edition of Genealogy, Carlentini, Omaha, and beyond. And we are very fortunate today to have with us special guests, Gianca and Rosella.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting us.
So Rosella and Gianca are very special to our group. And some of you may or may not know, but they are the reason why Eleonora and I connected. And from there, everything is history. Go ahead, Gianca.
Sorry, Sheri, this is not correct. You are special for us. You don't know how special you are for us, and you can't imagine how proud we are about you.
Thank you. But I just texted Eleonora, so she should be joining soon, and I'm hoping Erica joins us as well. So Rosella and Gianca, during the COVID shutdown between March and May of 2020 is when they had a lot of sessions online that were live, and they did broadcasts, and they became incredibly creative in how they turned their business around. And all the while they were putting together a forum for e-commerce, for a website that they would sell Sicilian, 100% Sicilian products. And if you follow them, you'll see they go from city to city. Colton's going to join us. They go from city to city throughout Sicily, and they meet up with people who are craftsmen and women of various sorts. And they'll record them, they'll log them, they'll converse with them live as they're making their beautiful Sicilian products, and then they'll sell them on the website. And the products come so wonderfully and well wrapped and safely wrapped so as not to break or destroy or disturb anything. And I have to tell you, I've bought quite a few items, although they all went to the auction. They were fabulous, and I can't wait to get out to Sicily and you know, perhaps we could meet some of those crafts people that were there on those Zooms and whatnot that we saw online. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted with this little person on my lap right now. But I'll let you guys speak. And like I said, usually it takes a good few minutes after the hour before everybody's on, and I can see people logging in right now as we're talking.
So one thing that I would like to request before, ciao Silvana, I would like to request that if anyone has the phone number of Mary Ann Mangiamele Webster, if you could call her and tell her that her cousin Seby Mangiameli is on the call with us, and hopefully she can join us. I thought she knew about this, so I didn't say anything to her, and I don't see her. So
I'll call her right now.
Okay, good. So, Rosella and Gianca, tell us a little bit more about what's going on with you, and a little bit in Italian too, because we have Silvana and Seby with us.
So it's a long story. Thanks, Sheri, for introducing us. Our story starts from 2012 when we decided to run our business. We provide custom private tours of Sicily since 2012. And so we are proud Sicilian, we are native Sicilian. We had a lot of customers over the years from America, from Canada, from Australia. The majority of them have a Sicilian origin. So we are so proud to make a connection between those people to their the island of their ancestors. And so unfortunately, as Sheri said, the COVID, the pandemic hit our business, but we never give up. And so now we used to say, if you can't travel to Sicily, we bring Sicily to you, and we we started a new adventure, a new idea with the Sicilian handkerchief. How do you say?
The first and the biggest, we can say. We are proud about this online store dedicated to the Sicilian handmade products.
And let me say something that it's very important. We are talking about something that is disappearing, because it's in the majority of the cases is something very it's a time-consuming job. Nobody wants to make it, and so we are trying to preserve something that perhaps your ancestors knew perfectly, but people nowadays don't know how to make, for example, pottery, how to make crochet clothing, how to make the authentic jewelry, because nobody wants to continue this tradition. So first of all, it's a sort of a way to preserve our traditions.
Yeah.
And
thanks also to our live broadcast on our Facebook page named Best Things to Do in Sicily, we try to promote the best of our beloved island.
Yeah, that's the, I just say, the second part of our venture. We were just like a traditional tour company in Sicily. Then Rosella told me, oh, we have to make something different. We have to make live broadcastings, feeds. And I said, no, you are crazy. I don't do it because I'm shy. Now I'm very, very happy to go all around Sicily with Rosella to promote the best that Sicily has to offer, not only in terms of locations, also in terms of artisanal artisans artworks,
but also culinary
traditions,
because we plan a virtual cooking class from Sicily, and every time is a funny event.
but I think this is a bracket, a parenthesis that is going to close very soon. So we will go ahead with our online store, of course, with our virtual events, but our hope is to meet all of you in person here in Sicily, in particular Sheri and her beautiful group from Omaha. So we are here and we can't wait to meet you in person, because out of everything, we can't survive without the human relation, the human connection. So virtual cooking classes, online store are beautiful projects, but the best is when we have the opportunity to meet you, to hug you, to display you the best of Sicily. And so Sicily is in our heart, not only Rosella and my heart. I mean also you guys, because we know you have a beautiful ancestry, a beautiful connection to Sicily, and so we really hope you can visit Sicily one day, and we were here. We will be here to help you. I just say, Rosella,
enjoying the best that our beloved island has to offer you.
We used to say, we help you enjoy Sicily. We help you enjoy amazing experiences in Sicily. So this is just like a little summary of what we do, but you never know, because we used to change skin every time. But now we are a little bit tired. We want to do again the travel agents, the thing that we love the most. And so we really hope that the crazy situation is over. Now they are saying that the Omicron is not dangerous. The number of people infected by Omicron is very low. Hospitals are vacant now in Sicily and in Italy as well. And so we really think that the worst is back. And so we are very optimistic, very positive, and we can't wait. Sorry for our bad English, guys, but it's it's the best we can.
No, you're doing good.
No, your English is
Ciao, Mary
phenomenal.
Ann.
No. So I would like to say something to Seby because he doesn't understand. Seby, in poche parole, noi siamo nati come tour operator, abbiamo fatto tanti viaggi, abbiamo organizzato tanti viaggi per gli americani, per i canadesi, gli australiani in Sicilia, viaggi privati, viaggi personalizzati, sia per individuali, grandi gruppi. Poi è arrivato il Covid e ci siamo tutti quanti dovuti rimboccare le maniche perché
siamo rimasti chiusi a casa.
Esatto.
Però noi non abbiamo, come dire, perso le speranze.
Non abbiamo mollato, abbiamo inventato
Mi sembrava
una serie
di aver visto però Mary Ann, ho sbagliato o no? Ah,
Mary
sì,
Ann
ecco.
no. Dov'è?
Eccola qua,
eccola.
Mary Ann, ciao!
Ciao Mary Ann.
Ciao.
Ciao.
So Mary Ann and Seby are cousins.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping to try to figure out the relationship between you two.
I think his mother and my grandfather, I think, were cousins.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he explained it.
I have him in the tree, so I'm going to show his relationship. I'm not sure if I can figure out, well, what I need to do, I guess, is make you the home person, Mary Ann. And then it'll actually draw a chart as to the relationship. Tree settings.
The first time I found him, he explained everything.
I don't think it took.
But I think Mariana and my grandfather are somehow related, cousins or something.
Chiediamo a Sebastiano, a Seby.
Dimmi, io non capisco, l'unica cosa che ho capito forse che la sorella di suo nonno, era mia nonna.
Aspetta, perché
non abbiamo sentito.
La connessione internet ci dice che non è stabile.
Ripeti,
puoi ripetere?
Allora, mia nonna Mary Ann Mangiameli
era
la sorella di suo nonno Sebastiano.
So Mary Ann,
Sebastiano Mangiameli, come mio nome, Sebastiano Mangiameli.
So Mary Ann, Seby is saying his grandmother was your grandfather's sister.
Sister, that's right. That's
okay.
Right. Now I remember.
Okay.
I wish I could understand.
Scusate, posso parlare io che sono di Carlentini? Vorrei capire chi è Seby Mangiameli, vediamo se ci conosciamo. Seby, li conosci tu? Seby, tu sei di Carlentini?
Esatto, io sono di Carlentini.
Ma sei quello che suona la chitarra?
No, io
Seby
adesso
Mangiameli, che fa concerti?
Io dunque,
no?
Ti dico il lavoro che ho fatto io, sono stato ispettore di polizia per 30 anni. E gli ultimi anni li ho fatti qua a Milano. Ho lavorato a Milano gli ultimi anni.
Sì. Quindi non sei
30
a Carlentini
anni che manco da Carlentini. Mi senti?
Ah, ho capito. Infatti, sì, adesso sì, ogni tanto la voce se ne va a tratti.
No, non possiamo fare niente. La connessione in Italia è ancora all'antica.
Però mi sembra di conoscerti, non so, dal viso.
Anche a me fa questa impressione, però non... Ma
allora, vediamo. Mio marito è quello che ha il negozio a Carlentini.
Okay,
Roberto.
so this is Seby's tree here, and so he's got Mangiameli, 2 Mangiameli grandparents.
Yeah.
So so Mariana was the daughter of Carmelo and Giuseppe, And those are, I think, Mary Ann's ancestors as well.
Yes, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Are you sharing?
Oh, no, I didn't share. Sorry.
And perhaps those two can, discuss later on. Mary Ann and Seby can kind of discuss a little bit later on.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that this connection was there and that she was online, and I appreciate the fact that you called her. So yeah, these are their shared great-grandparents, I guess.
I just took a screenshot of it, so I'll send it to her so she has that too.
Yeah. Okay, so Rosella and Gianca, tell us a little bit about some of the items that you're selling, please.
Where do we start? Where do we start from? It's a long story.
So you are talking about the online store?
Yeah, it's just say that we have more than 800 different items. Everything is handmade, of course, in Sicily. We can say there is a big, huge collection of potteries, more than 300, I think.
Yes.
Different items, different colors, variations, styles. You can find everything from the famous trinacria to the moor sets to the dishes, everything. And
so I am sharing your website with the group here.
Yeah.
This is the bestthingstodoinsicily.com is the website dedicated to our tourist activities, and
so that's the website that you can visit if you wanna come to Sicily and you want us to help you plan a beautiful trip to Sicily. The other website,
yes, is this one,
yeah.
SicilyLover.com.
Sicily Lover is the online store, and if you go in the navigation bar, you have everything you need. Shop, yeah.
Okay.
That's the family of products. So we have jewelry. We have a very huge collection of different kind of jewelry. Yes. Not only the traditional with silver, with gold, with coral, with lava stones, but also the crochet jewelry, the
cutting,
the bobby lace. So very old traditions that we are trying to preserve. For example, in this case, Rosella is wearing some particular crochet wheels from the Sicilian cart, you know, but they are crochet, not wood, not pottery.
We have also beautiful brass jewelry collection.
Yeah. There's for example, there is a lady in the province of Trapani who she specialized in in a sort of jewelry inspired by the most beautiful Sicilian flowers. Then, as you can see, that's one of them. That's the famous prickly pear. But we have many other. That's the Sicilian shape, the Sicily shape crochet earrings. Then we have something inspired to the how do you say, the Sicilian carts, pottery, of course. So that's the family of jewelry. But then we have clothing, then we have pottery in general. We have
also about jewelry. Sorry, Gianca, we have the beautiful jewelry collection with the lava stones from Mount Etna
and coral from the Mediterranean. That's very nice. So Rosella was the model. We had to save a lot of money because we didn't work for a long time because of COVID, and so Rosella was the model. I was the photographer, and we also added 10 videos dedicated to the artisans involved in the project, when we tell you the story behind every product. So not only a way to promote the product, but also an opportunity to know the personal story of every artisan, and they are beautiful persons with beautiful stories. So if you you can check in the page, every page has the dedicated video. So if you are, for example, in the page dedicated to pottery, you can find a video dedicated to Caterina, a nice lady from Alcamo, and a video dedicated to Biagio and his family, beautiful family from Santo Stefano di Camastra. That's one of the best ceramic school in Sicily. That's the page dedicated to Antonella. Antonella is a painter in the province of Catania, in Aci Sant'Antonio. She only makes artworks inspired by the Sicilian card. So not only the miniature of the Sicilian cards, but also jewelry, also clocks, dishes, everything. So
yes, there are 10 videos dedicated to our artisans, and you can also enjoy this video just to learn more about Sicily.
Yeah, that's it was a big effort, because the majority of the artisans don't speak English. We had to translate everything in English with subtitles. So just a way to display the beautiful Sicilian tradition. She's Caterina, the painter from Alcamo. Yeah. So it's we are very proud, because in a time of crisis, in a time when our business was crippled by the pandemic, we are so proud to make a dream possible, a dream true. So another way to promote the best that Sicily has to offer, to promote all around the world the Sicilian masterpieces.
And also a great way to help these artisans.
Yeah. Because also the artisans are in big trouble. So not only Rosella and I, every people are in trouble. Only people who work in the public administration have the money guaranteed, but the majority of people don't know what's next, and also for them. It's not easy to export the products, because behind the shipping there is a long how can I say, a long work. And actually we have to say I didn't do anything, but Rosella studied very hard to know all the rules to export our items abroad, because every country has its own rules, its own laws, and so we had to know how to export to Australia, to Canada, how to remove the taxes. For example, now we know that if we make an order under $800, you guys don't pay taxes. So the custom.
It's a duty-free shop.
Yeah, it's a
under $800.
But we had to register to make something special. So was not so easy. But now it's we are ready since August 31. That's the date when our online store was born. Since that time, we are ready to bring Sicily to you.
Yeah, and of course, if you want to visit Sicily, you can also have your product when you are in Sicily.
Yeah, sure,
you can order before, and we will bring to you in person in Sicily.
So you can save money regarding the shipping costs. That's so important. Even if we only work with the DHL and the UPS, in particular DHL, that's very accurate, reliable courier. They ship in 2 days. So actually, if you order something, perhaps you have to wait 10 days, 2 weeks, sometimes more, because everything is handmade. But once the product reaches our base, it's only 2 days to go. It's only to
the West Coast, yes.
Yeah, if you stay, for example, in the East Coast, in New York, if you stay in the East Coast, it's very, very quick. If you stay in Nebraska, perhaps it takes just 1 or 2 more days.
Yes,
but
4 days.
It's very, very fast. So it's incredible. Sometimes I order for myself something from Germany, from Netherlands, and it takes 2 weeks, 20 days. So if we ship to United States, it's only 3 days. That's incredible for me. But so guys.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You know, Sheri has given us a good suggestion here to buy things for gift giving, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, Christmas, etc. I think this is a great way to share the Sicilian culture, to support the Sicilian artists. But I was just curious, you know, when you talk about the shipping, are they being shipped? Are you collecting things and then shipping them, or are they being shipped directly from the artists?
No. We have to collect. We have to say the artisan involved in the order. Okay, Sheri, for example, ordered a beautiful necklace, and you have to do this necklace. The artisans make the necklace in particular for Sheri. We send a courier to the artisan's home, artisan laboratory. And then when it gets our base, then we call DHL to make the international shipping. That's the process.
Because
very
we
easy.
are the exporter with all the license to export.
Yeah, artisans don't have a license. In the majority of the situations, they don't know how to solve the issue with the custom, with duty, because they have no registration, they have no license to export. There is a very difficult process to solve, to accomplish, to export things from Italy to America. It's not easy. And so we do the hard work, the bad work, but it's okay.
There is a question from Sheri.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nick Cimino could read, or we have to read.
No, I can read it. What is something we might see on a tour with you, and how can a tour be organized? What is your busy time, and what is the best time of year to visit Sicily? So that's like 4 or 5 questions.
Yeah, a cluster of questions.
What is something we might see on a tour with you? So if you want to have an idea of our ideal tour of Sicily, you can visit our website, bestthingstodoinsicily.com, and check Sicily vacation package. There is our Sicily Lovers Tour, and you can download the PDF, and you can check the itinerary, the experiences we used to plan and provide in our tour.
Let me say, Rosella, that once again we made the hard work for you, because usually we only make in the majority of the cases apart this tour, we plan only custom private tours of Sicily, and each tour is different from others. And so in this case, we only make this tour once a year. It's a group tour, and it's sort of the, how do you say, a summary of Sicily, or what Sicily can offer.
Sorry,
usually,
Gianca, you have to go on help me with the other.
Go in the navigation bar, help me with, and
in the navigation bar, help me with.
Yeah, okay. Then you can go in
click. Okay.
Sicilian vacation packages.
The third. Okay.
So that's if you scroll down, you can have the possibility to download the tour, or if you don't want something ready, and if you wanna combine your tour of Sicily according to your passions, to your needs, you can go. Sorry, Nick, because you have to start in over. You can go again. Help me with. Click on private tours, custom private tours. The first one.
And then the top 20 of the best to enjoy in Sicily.
If you scroll down, we have chosen the best locations, the 20 best locations in Sicily, in our opinion.
Where are you based out of?
We are in Palermo. Actually, we live now in Carini. So if you see now, we have Palermo, Taormina, Syracuse, Mount Etna, and more and more and more. 20 different, how do you say?
Opportunities.
Opportunities.
We can say.
If you go in every of these location, you can click read more, and we tell you where to go, where to stay, what to eat, which are the best activities in every location. So, for example, if you go to Mount Etna, you can miss the opportunity to enjoy the Etna wine. There are beautiful wineries on the slopes of Mount Etna. If you go to Syracuse, Syracuse doesn't need any advertising. So everything is, I do say, very, very accurate.
Yeah.
And you have a summary. You can choose on your own where to go in Sicily, what to do, and you can combine. So people used to send us an email and say, if you don't want to fill the form, you can send us an email and say, okay, I want to go to Syracuse, I want to go to Palermo, I want to go to Carlentini, and please put together a tour for us. So that's what Sheri told us. Now it's 4 years ago.
Yeah, a long time.
Sheri, I can't believe the time is passing so quickly.
Well, and you guys were an easy one to choose from. When I looked around at different companies, it's your dynamic character that really sold me. You very much love the island, you love people, and you do an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Telling people about what Sicily is about and educating people. So, I mean, I've been looking forward to this for 4 years now. So, and you probably have about a third of the group that's listening today are people that are going on that group tour. So some of the listeners right now are ones that are going. And then Erica Schmidt is putting together another group in case we have more people to travel with us. So She's got
So-
And we also have
Actually,
the
we have-
Teresa group.
Yeah,
The
we have
Teresa
also
group.
Teresa Copiet. So they are 3 different groups from Omaha, and we are super excited. So guys, imagine 3 big buses traveling all around Sicily with a lot of people from Nebraska, and we can wait. It's incredible. After 2 years of pandemic, of crazy situations, and now we are ready to host you.
Thank you.
And the best
Scusate,
period-
ma se vengono a Carlentini, scusate, se vengono a
Sì.
Carlentini ci siamo un mare di persone che li possono accompagnare a vedere le cose. Per cui
Carlentini,
Eleonora,
c'è Eleonora,
Chiamo Eleonora Formica.
Eleonora è la guida turistica di Carlentini. So for those who are hearing, she
Ma poi ci
says,
siamo
if
tutti
you come to
parenti anche
Carlentini,
qui a Carlentini.
Silvana, scusami, ma tu stai parlando di Carlentini?
Sì.
Allora mi dovresti conoscere, perché io ho fatto il poliziotto a Lentini per 7 anni, 8 anni.
Allora ecco perché vi sembrava familiare il viso.
Infatti mi sembra un viso familiare questo. Ma tu sicuramente
anche il tuo.
conosci mio marito, che è Roberto, quello che ha il negozio in via Cavour a
In
Carlentini.
via?
Cavour
E che negozio c'è?
di abbigliamento.
No. Io adesso te l'ho detto, è tanto che manco da Carlentini.
Ma siccome mio marito questo negozio ce l'ha da 40 anni, quindi
Può darsi che lo conosco sicuramente.
sicuramente lo conosci.
Io ho fatto il poliziotto dall'84 al 90 a Lentini. L'ispettore
Ecco, quindi.
Mangiameli.
Sì, io penso che gliel'ho sentito dire a mio marito questo. Ma aspetta, tu sei il marito di una signora che si chiama Salanitro?
Ex. Sì.
Avete trovato finalmente la connessione.
Esatto.
Esatto, ora mi sto ricordando questo nome così, perché no, è da tanto che non vedo neanche lei ormai, comunque, non so.
Ma
It sounds like an interesting story. I'm picking up bits and pieces.
Non so perché ho avuto questo flash per un attimo.
Silvana, Seby, fatemi tradurre, perché loro giustamente qualcosa la capiscono, però...
Sì, una cosa sola, scusami. Io volevo salutare mia cugina, perché dopo chiudo e me ne vado dall'altra parte, perché quando parlate voi non capisco niente.
E io capisco granché, comunque cerco di acchiappare qualcosa.
Va bene. Ok.
Seby, salutala allora.
Sì, Gianca, salutami mia cugina. Dov'è? Non la vedo.
Mary Ann, your cousin is greeting to you. He say hello. He has to go away now, he said.
We can't hear you, Mary Ann. You need to turn your microphone on.
Yes, the microphone is off.
Vabbè, ok. Saluti a tutti, ciao.
Ciao Seby.
Un attimo, Seby, che sta accendendo il microfono.
Aspetta, che devo accendere il microfono, aspetta.
Ok.
Ciao.
Ti
Are
sta
you leaving,
salutando.
Seby? Don't leave us.
La senti?
No.
Mary Ann, say again. Mary Ann, say again, please.
Ciao.
Ciao, alla prossima volta.
No.
La prossima volta. Va bene, ciao.
Ciao Seby.
Ciao.
Buonanotte a tutti, ciao.
Ciao.
Can I ask a question of Gianca and Rosella?
Sure.
I am interested. My family surname is Santo.
Yeah.
And I am interested if you provide any customized products that I could bring home as souvenirs with our surname Santo on them.
So
for the pottery is very easy.
So this is our key element, Deborah. I'm very proud to say that customization is our key element, not only in the tourism business, also in the online store. And we are very, very happy to say that we can customize pottery dishes. We can customize all kind of clothing. Of course, you can choose colors, you can choose style, you can choose everything.
For the hand painting,
but in particular, we are so proud to, I can say we invented. I don't want to be I just say to sorry guys, I don't have the English word to say.
What?
Superbo, too proud, okay. But we invented the custom hometown dish and the custom hometown painting. So I'm so sorry we don't have right now a painting of the several people who order the painting of their ancestors, of the location of their ancestor. The last one was
Katie O'Brien.
Was shipped to Katie O'Brien, a lady from Omaha. We sent a beautiful painting of Carlentini. Perhaps
we are going to upload the picture.
We have to upload the picture. If you go in the page dedicated to custom hometown paintings or custom hometown plates, you can see what the artisans can make for you. But this is just like the tip of the iceberg. We can go ahead. We can make many other products because everything is handmade. So no two items are alike. So we have no limits.
Scusate, se non ho capito male, scusate se vi interrompo. Se non ho capito male, la signora vorrebbe qualcuno che gli facesse disegni dei Carlentini, no? Cioè del paese.
Sì, noi già li facciamo. Ci sono degli artisti che fanno proprio questo.
A Carlentini c'è un artista che è Stefio, no, come si chiama? Aspetta. Comunque c'è un signore che fa proprio i paesaggi di Carlentini, tutto quanto, quindi glielo possono chiedere a lui, perché è carlentinese, capito?
Assolutamente sì. Noi abbiamo tanti artigiani che lavorano in Sicilia, non solo della nostra zona, in tutta la Sicilia, di Catania, di Siracusa, di Floridia.
Ma io penso che questo qui ce li ha già pronti, questi disegni che vogliono loro.
Noi invece li realizziamo apposta. Deborah, I'm gonna tell Silvana that our artisans also make the final result according to your needs. In particular, we used to send a couple of 3 different pictures to the client, to the customer, and say this could be the final result. For example, if you want a painting of your ancestral town, we used to give you 2 or 3 different samples of the final painting. Usually is a picture. We made a lot of. I'm a photo, not a professional, an enthusiast. I made a lot of pictures all around Sicily, and we used to share the picture with the client. For his approval. And then when the client say, okay, this is the painting or the dish I want, the artisan make the artwork. Quindi noi lo facciamo praticamente su richiesta, non è mai un prodotto finale già pronto, lo facciamo in base anche all'esigenza delle persone. Le persone spesso vogliono qualcosa in particolare, a volte che manco neanche esiste nella realtà, per esempio una prospettiva insolita, qualcosa di nuovo. Quindi è tutto fatto su misura, personalizzato.
Questo è un artista carlentinese, se lo voi cercate su
lo dobbiamo andare a trovare. Lo dobbiamo andare a trovare e lo coinvolgiamo nel nostro progetto.
Le mostre, tutto quanto, lui vende i quadri, in effetti.
Va bene.
C'è uno scorcio, per esempio qua, scusa, forse non so se si vede bene. Questo è un suo quadro, è uno scorcio di Carlentini, come puoi vedere.
Sì.
Ha fatto tante mostre.
Sì.
Quindi, Ce li ha già pronti qua.
Aspetta che lo dico a tutti. She's talking about an artist from Carlentini che si chiama Stelio?
Sfilio, Francesco Sfilio.
Francesco Stilio is a native painter from Carlentini. He makes exhibitions, so it's not it's important.
Questo qui c'è una mostra che ha fatto lui al Palazzo Matarazzo a Carlentini.
This is an exhibition in Palazzo Materazzo in Carlentini. So if you guys, if you come to Sicily next August, perhaps you can see his artworks, his paintings, and perhaps you can purchase something by Mr. Stilio, the artist.
Well, I'm very interested in what you have to offer, but let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
By any chance, do you have any photographs of what Carlentini looked like in about 1910?
We should ask Eleonora Formica, our friend, our local guide. She's from Carlentini. She has a very nice connection with the Proloco, the association that promotes Carlentini.
Also the mayor.
Also the mayor of Carlentini, of course. But in particular, she attracts the best people in Carlentini, so perhaps also some elderly guys who had old pictures of Carlentini, and we can reproduce, we can make an inspiration by these photos. And so we have to ask Eleonora. Sheri, do you know?
Sheri is on the phone.
Okay, Sheri's on the phone. We have to ask Sheri too. But I think it's not, how do you say, difficult. It's not impossible.
I am very interested in something because my great-grandfather on my grandmother's side, Osino, he was the guy who had the cart and the donkey. And they had their little plots of land, and they would, every morning they would bring him the produce. He would take it into the market and sell the produce, and that's how their whole little village lived. So if I could get something along the lines of what it looked like, the little plots of land and the housing in that general area, or the something at the market with the donkey and the cart, that would be very, very sentimental and speak to me in a way that current art might not.
Deborah, let me ask Silvana if she knows. Allora, Silvana, praticamente Deborah ci chiede se esistono delle foto di Carlentini del 1900, dei primi del 1900, 910, 920, in particolare qualcosa che abbia a che fare con i mercati, con i carretti, con la gente che portava la merce.
Io purtroppo non ho nulla di questo, anche se mio nonno era un carrettiere. Pensa che io mi ricordo di mio nonno col carretto che ci faceva fare il giretto quando eravamo piccoli. Però purtroppo non ho nessuna foto di mio nonno, per esempio, sul carretto. È una cosa.
Silvana, ciao. Silvana,
ciao.
Ciao. Hello, everybody.
Ciao.
Ciao. I'm from Carlentini, but I'm living in Milan at the moment. I left Carlentini about 35 years ago, but I go there regularly. So I know that there are some people, especially Alfio Caltabiano, who collects all the old postcards. So with the corner, the ancient corner. And I remember I saw a picture of the Allies when the Americans arrived during the Second World War.
Sì, lui ce li ha nella casa dei mestierenti.
And and Sfilio sometimes portrays these situations and the old markets with the donkeys, with the animals. So Giancarlo, if you want to look for it, you can find everything you need.
Yeah.
Of course. Then if Deborah said that she would like to have this on pottery or something like that, some artisans can do that. Just copy, the pictures on
sure.
plate, on glass, on a mug, whatever she likes. So I think it can be done.
Sebastiano, let me ask you, why you have a British accent? Where do you live?
Guess. No, I live in Milan. But I used to study also in England.
I hear a very, very, very good British accent.
Sorry.
Nothing to compare with the Nebraska accent.
No, but I'm Sheri's cousin. I'm Sheri's cousin. That's why.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
So that's great.
Scusate se vi interrompo, non mi è sembrato di capire che Deborah ha detto che suo nonno si chiamava Ossino.
Sì, vero, sì, così ha detto.
Non ho sentito male, vero?
Sì.
Ed era carrettiere, chissà, magari sarebbe stato amico di mio nonno ai tempi.
Di tutti erano carrettieri, Silvana, anche mio nonno.
Ai tempi ce n'erano moltissimi.
Silvana, fammelo dire che non l'abbiamo detto ai nostri amici. Also Silvana grandfather was a card maker. So she has a great ancestry, a great heritage, sorry.
Sai mio nonno cosa faceva? Col carretto? Prendeva le arance a Lentini e Carlentini, che come tu sai sono il centro delle arance, le portava ad Augusta. Penso che faceva la stessa cosa anche il nonno di Nucci. A Augusta lasciava le arance, prendeva il sale e lo portava a Carlentini.
Quindi era carrettiere, non era uno che li faceva i carretti, era uno che andava in giro a vendere.
No, lui faceva il lavoro di carrettiere.
Like truck drivers. Now the truck drivers.
C'era questo commercio tra Carlentini e Augusta, il sale, perché lì c'erano le saline.
Aspetta che lo diciamo. So he was not a cart maker, it was a driver. He used to deliver food from Carlentini to Augusta. Quant'è più o meno? Adesso noi in macchina lo facciamo in mezz'ora.
Sì, ma ci saranno 25 chilometri all'incirca.
25 chilometri all'epoca ci stava mezza giornata.
Col carretto. Ma lui girava tutta la Sicilia orientale, considera, andavano ovunque.
No, about 15 miles from Carlentini to Augusta. Now it's very easy when we drive our cars, but
allora era così.
Her grandfather used to take one day to go there. Cosa faceva? Portava il sale? E le arance?
A Carlentini lui prendeva le arance, perché qui si producono le arance, e le portava ad Augusta. Ad Augusta ci sono le saline, c'erano almeno fino a qualche anno fa.
E tornava col sale?
Portava le arance, ovviamente non si poteva fare il viaggio a vuoto, quindi si portavano le arance, si prendeva il sale e si portava a Carlentini.
Perché ad Augusto c'erano le saline, no? C'era il mare e c'erano le saline.
C'è ancora qualche salina, penso, ma poco.
Raccontiamolo, dai, che questo è bello. So his grandfather used to sell the popular oranges from Carlentini to Augusta, and then he went back with the sea salt, because Augusta was famous for the sea salt pans. Now it's not so popular because the most important location in Sicily is Marsala, Trapani and Marsala in the westernmost point of Sicily. But at the time, Augusta was popular for sea salt pans, and so he can't travel vacant. He came back to Carlentini with sea salt.
Well, that's very interesting. So, Sebastiano Belfiore, do you have, are you in contact with Alfio Caltabiano?
No, I think
Nick, non c'è problema, perché Alfio Caltabiano io lo conosco bene, tranquillo. Con Alfio siamo vicini di casa, figurati, abitiamo.
She knows him very well.
Okay.
Sì,
okay,
non
good.
c'è problema con Alfio.
Silvana knows
I don't, Nick, I don't live in Carlentini. I live in Switzerland, you know, near Milan. But I know some of these people.
What's the name of your city of residence?
Busto Arsizio.
Busto
Arsizio quest'anno. Scusate, forse se qualcuno me lo traduce. Quest'anno quando sono venuti i miei parenti dall'America, Pam e Sam, come si chiama? Aspetta, non so bene. Comunque, lui mi ha aperto apposta la casa dei mestieri antichi. L'ho chiamato per telefono, mi ha detto me la apri ed è venuto tranquillamente. Ha fatto vedere tutti gli oggetti, ha regalato anche delle delle cartoline a Pam, perché lui ha delle cose lì, poi gliele regala, cioè fanno un'offerta alle persone che entrano lì, ovviamente, per mantenere questo piccolo museo.
E lo
lui
andiamo
poi
a
fa
visitare, ad agosto lo andiamo a visitare tutti
Sì.
insieme.
Ma lui cioè, non lo apre sempre perché giustamente lo fa lui, c'è una cosa che fa lui per il suo diletto.
Allora, Silvana,
Quindi se
aspetta che
vogliamo
lo
al telefono-
traduciamo, così glielo diciamo.
Sì.
So for those who wanna join us, who join the tour, Sheri's tour next August, there is an opportunity to visit Mr. Alfio Caltabiano workshop. It's a sort of museum. He collects the...
No, è un museo, non è un negozio, attenzione, lui non vende nulla.
Museo, ho detto, sì, museo. Museum. He collects the how do you say, the relics. Sebastiano, è corretto?
Yeah,
Relics.
well, souvenirs, antiques also, antiques.
Yeah. Antiques, yeah.
Si chiama Casa dei Mestieri Antichi, per cui ci sono le cose del ciabattino, del carrettiere.
Okay. So you can find there also the traditional tools used by the old workers, and so he also has an important collection of old postcards, right?
Sì. Lui ha tutto da dentro.
Yeah, usually also children from school they go there just to get to know all the old jobs that are not in use anymore. For example, the shoemakers. Nobody. Yeah. My grandfather used to be a shoemaker, but now nobody does that. You know, so they can get to know all the old jobs so that they can't imagine. I've been there, so. It's amazing how the young generation can get to know the old jobs in Carlentini. This is the entrance.
Wow.
Good. This is the entrance, yeah.
I come from generations of shoemakers.
Ecco, l'ha visto questa la casa? Hai visto che cosa là dentro?
Wow, it's
beautiful.
full of ancient tools.
Ma lui da una vita, tu pensa che io lo conosco da una vita perché abitiamo vicinissimi, e ha sempre raccolto tutto, i giocattoli antichi, aveva il garage completamente pieno di tutte queste cose e la macchina la teneva fuori perché non c'entrava più. Quindi poi a un certo punto il comune di Carlentini ha deciso di dargli questo spazio dove lui ha messo poi tutte queste cose.
Qua ci sono comunque i libri con le fotografie dell'epoca.
Lui ha fatto dei libri su Santa Lucia, sul Carnevale, queste cose.
Bellissimi.
Ha fatto delle piccole raccolte, no? Ma è interessante.
That was Deborah's question about the old photos regarding Carlentini. There are books full of these photos.
There are a lot of...
Io ce l'ho, per esempio. Ce l'ho qua.
So I was just wondering, Gianca and Rosella, if, for example, these books, they would be very difficult for us to buy without going there. Is there any way you could sell these kind of books?
I don't know if
sì, lo possiamo fare.
They
Nick,
sell this book or it's just a collection.
Puoi dire a Nick che io uno di questi libri ce li ho, poi glielo scannerizzo e glielo mando. O questo verde e l'altro.
Sì, anche io ce ne ho diverse, però
ma loro lo possono comprare, sono delle copie, cioè sono in vendita oppure sono soltanto dei pezzi unici?
No, sono in vendita. Erano in vendita. Erano in vendita.
Ok. Ancora delle altre edizioni, questo non lo so.
Le copie
magari
non so
le
se
altre
ce le... Esatto. Però erano in vendita, io li ho comprati di solito a Santa Lucia. Per la festa di Santa Lucia ad agosto li vendevano.
Io glielo posso chiedere se ne ha delle copie ancora conservate. Domani glielo chiedo, non ti preoccupare. Lo chiamo e glielo chiedo. Se Nick le vuole io glielo chiedo, se non ce ne ha li scannerizzo. Che tanto lui me li presta in ogni caso. Non è un problema.
Va bene. E così allora glielo mandi tu.
Sì, poi io glielo mando per email, non c'è problema.
C'è anche un'esposizione di presepi. Qualcuno ha chiesto lì a proposito delle nativity Yeah, there is also a collection of old nativities as well. Ecco,
qua c'è Eleonora.
Eleonora, I think that she showed
She
it
made
to
a
us.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're right. That's the name, La Casa dei Mestieri Antichi. That's the name of the museum.
Inside and shows us the inside of the museum.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And also these small cards that represent all the old jobs, like wine making. I think this is the wine making with the grapes hanged.
Yeah, so I'll put this link in the chat.
Yeah, so everybody can say it.
Yeah, so I wondered about books, whether that would be something that you would ever think about selling, because that's one of the things I would really love to buy is books in Italian that are hard to get in the United States. Are they still with us? Oh, they're muted.
Allora, vado di là un attimo, vediamo se trovo il libro sempre Lucia, così glielo faccio vedere. Un attimino, mi allontano.
So the question is, you wanna buy the book. Silvana wants to share with you a copy, a digital copy. So perhaps Silvana, ci senti?
Sì, vi sento, sto andando di là a prendere il libro, vediamo se lo trovo, così glielo faccio
loro vogliono comprare, non vogliono le copie, la scannerizzazione, quindi dovresti informarti per sapere se loro lo vendono.
Allora,
e poi fare la spedizione e fare tutto il resto.
Sì, lui li ha venduti questi libri, però dipende, siccome sono libri che fa, che so, quello che ho comprato io l'ha fatto, che so, 10 anni fa, per dire.
Sì.
Non so se ne ha ancora delle copie. Questo è il problema.
Certo,
ma
perché poi giustamente se non li ha ristampati, sì.
Esatto.
Per esempio, questo è uno di quelli, vedi?
E
questo è uno di, scusa, questo è uno di quelli, vedi, che era esposto lì. E questo
quando
qua
ero a scuola,
quando ero a scuola, that talks about how school was like since let's say since the
ci sono
19th
anche degli
century,
aneddoti da dentro,
yeah, under the fascism, all the classroom and that. So I think it's quite interesting because you can find a lot of pictures. It's full of pictures actually. So there are some old teachers, and the school was like.
Pieno di foto.
And sometimes you can find also some of your ancestors as well here, because everybody is listed, So there is the picture with the names of the people in the picture. So it's very easy to find out ancestors. Yeah.
That sounds great. Hey, there is a comment or question, I guess, in the chat log. It says, it's from Sandy Troutman, and she says, does anyone still carve or hand make nativity scenes in Carlentini or in Sicily too, I guess?
Yeah, in Carlentini.
Sebastiano, tu hai capito?
Sì, il presepe, vogliono vedere dei presepi.
I presepi a Carlentini non ci sono.
Not this time, Nick. Not this time. Not in the summer. Actually,
forse anche là dentro a qualche presepe, non te lo so dire.
Yeah.
My wife and Sandy, they both collect little miniature presepi.
Well, for me, I don't even just do the miniature.
Per
I
vedere
do
i presepi bisognerebbe andare a Caltagirone.
Caltagirone, ecco, Giancarlo, per esempio, includere anche Caltagirone nel giro.
Caltagirone, i presepi ci sono sempre, c'è addirittura un cinema che è stato trasformato in presepe.
E lo possiamo fare in un tour privato, allora sì, ma nel tour che già abbiamo fatto a loro, l'itinerario, cioè hanno troppe cose, cioè non riusciamo ad aggiungere altro.
Certo.
No, più che altro abbiamo dovuto fare delle scelte, capito? Quindi in tour privato possiamo fare tutto. So,
quanti giorni?
Of course, during
tempo non c'è.
Scusa, quanti giorni sarà il tour? Che pacchetto avete fatto?
Una settimana.
Una decina di giorni.
Insomma.
10 giorni
però
devono venire
fanno tante cose.
Sì, no, è vero.
Esatto, 2 giorni sono...
I want to say welcome to Frank Messina, who's just joined us. Frank, so good to see you again.
I'm having a rough time trying to get in.
Well, I'm glad you're here. You made it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Frank, Frank, I sent you an email 3 weeks ago, and I never gotten an answer. You and I may be related.
You know, I got it and I read it and I answered it, but something's going on with my emails and I'm trying to get them straightened out. I'm going to the senior center and there's a little 20-year-old girl that's helping me. Oh, well, it'll get done soon enough. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, send another one, please.
All right. Thank you. Wonderful.
So Gianca and Rosella, are there anything else that you want to tell us before we move on to some of our genealogical discussion?
We want to say that we are proud Sicilians and we can wait to meet you in person. That's our hope. We really hope that it will be very, very soon. And so for any need that you may have, even if it's just a question, we are at your disposal to help you, to share with you our knowledge of Sicily. And Rosella, where else?
And
we can wait to.
We can wait to this dream. It's a dream that maybe this year could come true.
Yeah.
Hug the beautiful people from Omaha.
We will be there for sure. Nothing will stop us this time.
You tell her. You tell them.
Well said. Well said.
We are more than
we
ready.
can be optimists. We have to be sure. This time we are sure it will happen.
It's
We
out
are
in
not
the universe.
superstitious anymore.
It's out in the universe. It's a done deal.
Yeah. A done deal.
Could I ask you, who of you will join Sheri's tour?
Yeah.
I will.
I'm going to be
so,
there.
Mary Ann?
Put your hands.
The video is frozen for us. I don't know why. Maybe the internet connection is...
The people that are raising their hand are Celan LaGreca, Deborah Santo, Chris Mangano, Mary Ann Mangiamele Webster, of course, Sheri Kanger. Did I miss anybody that's going? I think that's about it.
I don't know yet. How I can decide?
We will do our best to gift you with a dream vacation of a lifetime.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, and I hope all of our members remember your website and can do their gift buying through you folks and share the Sicilian culture with all their family and friends.
Again.
Here we are again, guys.
Okay, well, we were
the connection is very weak tonight.
And
we were just telling everybody to use your website and purchase your products. And to schedule tours with you.
And in the meantime, don't forget to follow our Facebook page, bestthingstodoinsicily.com. Sorry, Best Things to Do in Sicily is the Facebook page. And so you can see our live broadcast from Sicily all year round.
Almost twice a week. We used to go all around.
Not this period because we are too busy, but normally, yes, we plan a lot of live broadcast.
And thank you so much for being a translator with Seby earlier. I appreciate that.
Nick, thank you so much for hosting us. It's our pleasure. And we look forward to be again with you one more time. So in the next future, we never know.
Yeah, you're always welcome anytime.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I'm
Okay,
going to
so
write the name, the Facebook name is Best Things to Do in Sicily.
Yeah.
And so you can join, you can follow us on Facebook as well.
Great.
Bob asked me, put the Facebook page in the chat, so I did.
Ok.
Anch'io vi seguo, ogni tanto vi seguo anch'io, vi vedo anch'io.
Ah sì, Sebastiano.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Ti posso chiedere una cortesia prima di andarvene?
Sì, certo.
No.
Sì.
Dovrei dire una cosa a Nick, perché appena ve ne andate voi chiudo anch'io, perché poi non capisco più.
Anch'io, no.
Io dovevo dare un documento a Nick che mi dovevo notare ieri, però purtroppo ancora non me l'hanno fatto, perché al comune di Carlentini sono troppo occupati. Mi hanno chiesto dei documenti, degli estratti di nascita, però me lo dovevano dare ieri e purtroppo ancora non è stato possibile.
Glielo traduciamo subito.
Ok, grazie.
Nick, Silvana is saying she's giving you a birth certificate, but the town hall is a little bit late. She was expecting to get the document today, but they are a little bit late, so you have to be patient. They are working to give you this birth certificate.
Okay, well, thank you.
That's the Sicilian bureaucracy. We have to wait
purtroppo
all the time.
Non è colpa la signora è molto disponibile, solo che stanno cambiando programmi, quindi...
No, è la burocrazia, la signora non c'è niente, è la burocrazia, lo sappiamo bene.
No, non è così, la signora già si è collegata con noi, è molto disponibile, ma ha delle difficoltà vere, non è che non può fare.
Va bene. Grazie ancora. Thank you all again, once again.
Ciao,
thank you for hosting us. Ciao. Ciao a tutti.
Ciao. We used to say love, hugs and kisses from Sicily. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao Sheri.
Ciao Sheri.
Okay, so earlier we were talking to Anthony about his family tree and some of the things that he was attempting to do. And so one of the things I was wondering about, okay, so Anthony, do you want to show the name of the town again on those documents?
Okay, sure, I can.
Okay, so it's Arquata del Tronto.
Yes, it's the civil state registration office in the commune of Arquata del Tronto.
So,
and here is the actual Italian for that particular commune.
Mm-hmm.
In the province of Ascoli Piceno.
Right. So you need to find somebody who is fluent in Italian who's willing to make a phone call for you. And
yeah, that'd be great.
One of the things I think, unfortunately, Eleonora is not with us today. She's done a lot of this kind of thing for people.
Yes, I saw that.
Silvana, do you think your daughter would be willing to help Anthony? Silvana?
Non ti capisco, Nick. I don't understand what you...
Okay, so Sebastiano?
Silvana dice che se tua sorella può aiutare a questo signore qua.
Mia sorella, forse mia figlia, ha detto.
No, figlia.
figlia, yeah.
Her daughter,
Right.
Sì, mia figlia, puoi dare questo signore chi? Chi sarebbe?
Non lo so. Allora, ascolta, c'è uno che dice si chiama Anthony Joseph Marino che sta cercando i parenti, ma il problema è che è al quadro del Tronto, che è in provincia di Ascoli Piceno. Boh, che so.
La mia figlia
So yeah, the problem is that they haven't responded, and we were wondering if somebody would be willing to make a telephone call for him.
Yes, this is the letter I sent last June and
quindi ha mandato questo.
Sì, ha mandato questa lettera all'ufficio Stato Civile.
Now,
what's the question about, Nick? So he's looking for some relatives, and then they have already replied. Okay, so what's the phone call about?
So he's asking for additional information. He's asking for the birth certificate of Sabatino Baldore
and Santa Lali.
And Santa Lali.
Also Gregorio Nicole.
Sabatino Baldori e Santa Lalli. Gemelli Topic. Sai, io con il comune di Lentini e Carlentini, meno male, telefono, ci capiamo, dei rapporti anche a livello scolastico, bene o male, però con questi qua di Ascoli Piceno. Certo,
Nick,
si potrebbe provare a telefonare e dire di...
The problem is that it's too far from where we live. And it's, you know, Ascoli Piceno is yeah, more or less on the Adriatic coastal area. Above,
forse nelle Marche?
Yeah, sì, nelle Marche. Ascoli Piceno è up there.
So Anthony, have you tried contacting a professional genealogist and gotten a quote for them to make that contact for you, or to follow up on that?
No, I have not. Who would I contact?
Okay, well, let me show you some names.
Want me to stop?
But are these two missing? That's why he wants extra information.
Okay, so one place that I recommend is called appgen.org. It's the Association of Professional Genealogists. So do you see that? I'll put it in the chat. Control A, Control C.
Is that all over the world?
Yeah, it's all over the world.
All over the world.
So let me just put that in here. And okay, so that's the website. And so one of the things that you can do is you can go to appgen.org and there is a link here to find a professional.
Okay.
So you click on find a professional and it should bring up the directory. Okay, and so so research countries. Italy. And then you just click search. And it will come up with a list of everybody who does research in Italy. Now this lady actually works for Family Search. I don't know that she does contract work, but here's Mirella Aberati. She says she's a Southern Italy person. So you would go and you would look at her profile and you would see what she says about her services. And so she's also a travel specialist as well. So like if you had relatives in Calabria and you wanted to get her to help you, or Ascoli, that's up north of Rome, right?
It's east of Rome, yeah.
East of Rome. Okay, well, she might be able to help you. So usually what I do is I just send these people an email, say, you know, I would send them a copy of your letter and say, I wrote this letter back in July. I haven't received a response. Can you help me get a response? And what would you charge? And so that would be one way to approach it.
Yeah, that's great info. I didn't know about this website. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, you can Google Italian genealogy and come up with dozens of different listings, but these people, they at least have a code of ethics that they go by. And if there's any dispute between a client and a provider, they can file a complaint. So, you know, and then it's always good to look at their contract or whatever.
Lucio, ci sei?
Sì.
Puoi dire a Nick che io ho trovato il numero di telefono dell'ufficio di Ascoli Piceno. L'unica cosa che posso fare, se lui alla pratica mi dice quando l'ha mandata, posso provare a fare una telefonata se qualcuno mi risponde, per accelerare questa pratica. Più di questo non si può fare.
Sì,
una telefonata al limite, sai, se mi risponde
Nick,
qualcuno.
Yeah, Silvana has just found the number, the phone number of the office that might be the officer responsible for this issue. But she said that she's available to make a phone call and just to see what she can do. But you know, just a phone
Posso
call.
provare. Però lui mi dovrebbe mandare tutta la pratica, quando l'hanno inviata, così io magari ho dei riferimenti.
She would like to have all the detailed information about the documents.
Okay, so Anthony,
thank you very much. That's great.
She is on our list that Bob sends out, her email. So maybe if you sent Silvana an email in Italian with what you are looking for.
I put the letter right. I put the letter right there in the chat window. She can pull it off if she wants.
Yeah, well, it's probably better if you send her an email.
Yeah, just forward it to Silvana.
Okay, email. Okay.
Silvana, dagli il numero, la tua email qual è?
Ma Nick la sa la mia mail? Silvianne59.
No, te la manda direttamente Anthony, te la manda lui direttamente.
Aspetta che la scrivo qua nella chat.
Anthony, Silvana is going to write it down on the chat.
Okay.
Allora,
so you can forward it to her straight.
Hey, I appreciate all the help. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Vediamo se me la fa scrivere.
Okay, so I want to move on to some of the other folks here. So it looks like Steve Upton is back with us. Steve, can you hear us? We can't hear you.
There we go. Yes, I can hear you. Fine. Thanks.
How are you, Steve? It's been a while since we've talked.
I'm doing good. Yeah. No, everything doing really well. And Nick, I wanted to thank you because you were able to find that picture of my grandfather. I showed that to would be my father's sister, two sisters. They had never seen that picture before of their father. And they were wondering, how the heck did you ever find that? So I told them all about you.
Cool. Steve, where are you at?
Where I live?
Yes.
I live in Germantown, Maryland. But I'm from Nebraska originally.
My cousin married a Tom Upton from Omaha.
Yeah, there's different Upton families. That could be a relative. I'm not sure. It's possible.
So I also wanted to bring Tammy Malone into the conversation because I know that she's kind of looking for some answers to some questions. And I don't know if you can hear us or not, Tammy. Your microphone is muted and we're not seeing any video.
Yeah, here I am.
Hi. So do you care if I share your question with the group, and maybe the group has suggestions for you as well?
No, that would be fine.
Okay. So share. Okay, so Tammy sent me an email today, and I got emails from a lot of people, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read them all before the meeting. But she says, I have a couple of questions. Are there other groups that may be more suited to my particular branch out there that are working to connect Italian ancestors in a similar format as what you're doing? My group of ancestors are from New York, Michigan, and Southern Illinois, and St. Louis, Missouri, California, and the Palermo area, Cinisi, San Giuseppe, etc. Can you tell me how the group started? Okay, so I guess, you know, I've been researching since 1989, and in the early 90s, just like Anthony did, I wrote letters to the Stato Civile in Carlentini, and I got responses, very nice response from Giuseppe Folletti. And, you know, when I started thinking about going to Sicily and planning my trip and so forth, I thought, well, I should look and see if any of my relatives are on Facebook. And then I looked at that letter. I said, oh, I wonder if Giuseppe Folletti is still around. And so I looked him up on Facebook, and there he was. And he introduced me to Eleonora. And then we had started doing this Zoom, and we got Eleonora involved, and it just blossomed. So I think, you know, just like I mean, she's kind of a local resource, a tour guide for our particular area with roots in our area. I would say that one of the first things that I would do is go to a Facebook group that's called, what is that group called? So I'm a member of a bunch of different Facebook groups, and I'm not sure why it's not scrolling at this particular point in time, but it's Sicilian Genealogy is what it is, basically. And this one, including the Aeolian Islands, is one that is a fairly large one. You can see there's 13.9K, which that's close to 14,000 people.
I believe I'm a part of that.
Yeah. So all you have to do is just write something, make a fairly specific request, though. I mean, in your email, you asked me about, you know, 6 or 8 different places. So let's just pick one of those places, for example, and write a post that you're looking for others who are researching their family in that area. And you could start your own Zoom group. That's basically what I did, is I just got a Zoom account, and I said, I'm going to be here every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And people started coming, and just more and more people are coming. And then we started getting guest speakers, and it just, like I say, it blossomed. So, you know, find some friends, find people that are searching in the same area, that have common heritage. So
basically maybe just saying like in the Cinisi area or the San Giuseppe area.
Right. You have to focus on one area at a time and say, okay, you know, if you have like an area where a majority of your ancestry is from, or, you know, I forget, did you share your tree with us at any point in time?
I had contacted you through somebody else, and we spent some time looking at my family tree, and then yeah, so, it was quite confusing at the time. It still is quite confusing.
Okay, so do you have a tree on ancestry.com?
Yes, sir.
So just tell me the names of one of your ancestors.
That's on my match list. Right?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
Like any deceased relative that's in your tree. I'm assuming it's a public member tree.
Yes, you could just do Louis. I mean, if you're just looking for the tree, you could look for Louis Joshu, Louis Joshu,
Louis.
Yeah, Louis, then Joshu, Joshu. Believe it or not, that's Italian.
I don't think I've ever seen that name.
It's actually that's an American version.
Okay, there's a Joshu family tree. There's.
Are you just looking for my tree? Is that what you're asking for? The name of my tree is Are You My Family?
It's easier to find a person than it is to find a tree. So
Okay.
if you could give me a specific
Let me go.
date of birth, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, let me look.
Mhm.
See, okay, so for Louis, he was born 1859, he passed away 1938. It was July 25th of 1859, if you need that. He was born in Montiglione, Campobasso, Molise, Italy.
Okay, so Louis Joshu.
There he is, that's my tree right there. Are You My Family? That's my tree.
Okay. So now that I'm in your tree, I go to the pedigree, and then if I go to the home, oh, it's already at home. So this is you, this is
My husband.
your husband.
Oh, no, that's my son.
That's your son. Okay, so you are a Kakuro.
Well, supposedly, yeah.
East St. Louis. Oh yeah, I remember a little bit about this now.
Yeah.
I
mean,
we don't know too much about the Kakuros, but we do know more about the Joshus.
Yeah, which I mean, it was.
Montiglione, Campobasso, Molise.
Yes.
So, have you ever done a search on?
Yeah. The problem is the Kirkero is not our name.
Okay, so.
Because I don't have any DNA matches. So Kirkero is not the name.
Okay, so there's another group here called Italian genealogy. So this would be more helpful for on the peninsula of Italy. And so you're not sure, are you interested in searching that particular town?
Well, from everything that like Ancestry tells me, from some of the other companies tell me, everything kind of points to that particular area. I made a contact and the other day, and she said that they were from San Giuseppe, which isn't very far away. I've made a contact through Y-DNA, and they are actually in Australia. They're Sicilian born. But the problem is that their last name is not their genetic last name either, because her dad was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yet we're showing very close on the Y-DNA, but we still don't know how we're related. So, we're thinking that somewhere in that area, because all of the DNA matches are all congregating back in the Chinese area.
So you are not sure if Leo Lawrence Curcuro, that was actually his
We don't,
father's name?
that was my father's born name. I mean, that was his given name. The problem is we don't know anything about William Piso Curcuro, my grandfather. It's like in 1918, he just appears on the face of the earth. And we have no idea where he came from, why, how he got here, because we don't have his real name.
So you think that Curcuro was a name he just took?
I think it was a name that was given to him here in the United States. I have a suspicion that Piso is actually probably. I kind of think that the Piso is probably his real name, just given documents that I've.
It might be Rizzo with an R. R-I-Z-Z-O is a common surname.
Yes, I've looked up some of those. I have some of those as well. Church documents, church records say that his last name was, church records here in the United States, and his marriage certificate says that his last name was Piso with a P. So, you know, I don't know.
Okay, so, you know, we always try to go with the known facts and then work our way back. So are you sure that this draft card applies to him?
Well, the town is so small, and by all indications, I mean, there's
that seems to be one of the earliest records that you have of him in the United States.
Right, and it says he was born in 1900, and if he's born in 1900, then oh my gosh, that would be horrible, because he would have been so incredibly young to have married my grandmother. And yeah,
so you have all these alternate births.
Yes.
And these aren't sourced as far as I can tell. Oh, wait. So is there like a principal source? This shows 15 sources for that one. What I like to do is, you know, you can
I have all the documents over on the gallery, and so a lot of it's linked to the gallery.
Well, they've changed that now.
No.
I mean,
if you go up there and you sort by date.
Sort
I tried to
what?
put it.
Oh, here?
Yeah, and then sort by date.
Date added or date or by title?
Well, how did I sort that? Yeah, probably by the title, because I put the dates at the very beginning of what each document, what the dates are on each document. So to make it kind of easier just to sort out.
So this could be a revealing document, I guess, his declaration of intention.
Yeah, except that it's not filled out.
Well, he says he was 19, 5'7", born in Italy. Doesn't say where in Italy.
No, through Ancestry, I ended up, if the gentleman was telling me the truth, he said he was an immigration lawyer, and I just contacted him through Ancestry, and he spent almost 3 or 4 days looking through my stuff. And I guess, you know, basically, if I was using this documentation to try to immigrate, he said they'd be kicking me out, because he said it's got so many holes in it. Because, you know, none of the documentation lines up. So that, you know, and he agreed that I mean, I would know that my last name would not be Curcuro, it'd be Curcuru, C-U-R-C-U-R-U. But he agreed that he thought it was probably Piso.
So why do you think Piso?
Because he said, well, if you go back, yeah, and then go to his marriage. Let me put my glasses
This
on
one here, the Catholic Diocese marriage record?
Yeah, you can go to that one, or you can go to the other one, yeah. So if you scroll in the second one from the top. So if you go to the second one, yeah. So he was, he says that his name is William Francis Piso Corcoro. And he's 22 years old, and that his mother's name was Rosa Piso, and that his dad's name is William Corcoro. Those two people don't exist.
Well, they may not exist in the place where he lived if he immigrated and left them behind.
Yeah, well, that's a nice thing to think.
And one of the other things is they're American names, and they're probably their real names that you would actually search under are not William.
No, we don't search into that. Yeah.
You know, but something that's equivalent to William in Italian.
Yeah, and there's nothing. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. You know, if you go back, I can show you the other document.
Okay.
So or Francesco, it might be a possibility.
No, go back to, believe me, I mean, this is so incredibly confusing, and so you need to go back one more. Go back to the tree. To the tree search, I guess. Go up to the tree search. I guess to search tree search. And type in Anna Bergoglio.
Anna what?
Bergoglio.
Spell it, please.
B-R-I-G.
B-R-I-G. Is that her? There's several.
Hang on. Yes, click on that one. I do believe that's. Okay, so if you open, yeah, I think that, so if you open that one up, maybe that might be the right one. If you go to the gallery, please. Let's see. Okay, so if you go over to Declaration of Intention, let me tell you. So William shows up in America in 1918, and he says that his mother is Anna Corcoro, and he says, and the two of them in the 1920 census, Anna Corcoro and William are living in this little town of Livingston, and James Corcoro is a boarder. Anna and James do not get married until, what is it, 1920, was it whatever it says on here, until February 11th of 1924. James, or William, was born somewhere between 1900 and 1907. So, and then when you look at this,
tell me again how these people are related to your guy.
I believe that this is just my suspicion and kind of everything that I believe. I'm thinking, because William is continually living with Anna. I believe that's his stepmother. Okay. And I do believe that James, or this Vincenzo, is Anna's second husband. So because if you scroll down, you'll see where it says that they got married, or yeah, right here. The name of my wife or husband is Anna. And I thought, apparently I've got the wrong one on Anna's. I bet you I got them flipped, because I also have Anna's, and Anna says she married James or Vincenzo. And so they get married in 1924. Well, William's already married, and he's already moved and moved out, and he's already, you know, starting his family. So how would his last name be Kirkero? But he says when he gets married that his mother is Rosa Pizzo and that his dad is William Kirkero. I don't think
so
he knew who his dad
I think
was.
we need to kind of step back for just a second here. So you said that your William is living with Anna.
Yeah, you go right there to that one.
This one here, 1920?
Yes.
Okay, so
It's possible that two brothers married one woman. That was common. When the one would die early, brother might remarry the widow.
okay, so you think that this Anna, it shows Willie as her son. She's 42, he's 18.
Yeah.
Uh,
But the problem is that Anna doesn't know when William immigrated. Why wouldn't you know when your son immigrated?
Well, maybe he wasn't a citizen yet.
He never was a citizen. I've never found.
I'm wondering if the same thing kind of happened in my husband's family, where his mother, his grandparents divorced.
Okay.
And his grandfather was not a nice man. And so his mother remarried later.
Okay.
And the kids, my mother-in-law and her brother, just started using the second husband's last name.
Right.
They were not adopted.
Right.
They just started using it. And this was back in 1930s, or actually 1920s.
Right.
And that was the name that she used for the rest of her life until she got married.
Right.
So it's possible that he just took the name and they were never actually married, and there was no blood relation.
Right. Well, and and yes, and that's exactly what I'm thinking, is that something, wherever his biological parents were, that he just, you know, he just began using Anna's name. And one of the things that I have found is I have found a James or a Vincenzo Kirkero living in St. Louis. The majority of them that came in through New York ended up in St. Louis. I found James, a James that matches, you know, all the birth dates and all the information that I have found. But I found James living in St. Louis, and he's with his wife. And he has a daughter named Rosa. She was born in 1902, I believe. And then in that particular census, he has a son that was born, but that son was still an infant. And I found the death certificate for that son. So that's significant in the fact that I have a passenger record for Anna Bergoglio coming to meet her husband, Procopio Pizzo, living in St. Louis in this exact same area, just within blocks of each other. But there's still not a child coming over. But anyway, so Anna, so she's coming over to meet her husband, Procopio Pizzo. Well, then the next thing you know, you have Anna and James living over on the Illinois side. So did Anna and James get together? Because I mean, I try to keep anything I've heard, you know, stories and things out of the whole thing. But but the story has been that, you know, somebody was running around with somebody else's wife and they had to leave Italy, so they fled to the United States. Yeah, so you know,
That
so
happens.
yeah, so was there a little running around going on? You know, I don't know. Maybe this running around happened over here. I don't. But there's just some pieces that seem to fit, and so I've just kind of keep those to the side. You know, about this, but the thing that kind of solidified that is because on James's declaration of intention, he says that he has a daughter and her name is Rosa, and she was born in that same year that's on this census record. He says he only has one child, which, I mean, you can go either way on that because the infant died, you know, like at 8 months. You know, I don't know. So I'm thinking, you know, my gut just says that this is all the same people. I can't.
Well, there's one other possibility. I watched a show on PBS, Finding Your Roots.
Yes.
And they actually talked about this here the last week or so, that the father left Italy, came to the United States, and never got his family to come over and just started a relationship and a whole family here in the States.
Exactly.
So maybe they never came over.
Right. Well, I mean, Vincenzo came, or William came here. William was here somewhere. So, but the one thing is I did find, and we have found documentation in the church records in Genesi of Anna Bergoglio and Procopio Piso getting married, and that they had a child, and that child's name was Vito, and that I think so, and he died, and then they had another child, and his name again was Vito. So so I keep thinking, is this my grandfather? Is that William? I don't know.
Ciao a tutti, ci vediamo il prossimo martedì.
Ciao, Silvana.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Thank you for all your help, Silvana. Grazie per
Di
tutti.
niente, figurati. Ci sentiamo presto. Ciao, Nick.
Ciao. Okay, so
anyway, it's a complicated
yeah, the scope of your problem is way beyond what we can cover in a session here.
Well, and so and I guess that was the reason why I had emailed you. It's like, okay, so I mean, you know, maybe there's like a group, you know, and so if everybody's got a piece, you know, it's kind of like this big jigsaw puzzle, you know, and if everybody's got a piece and we're all working together, you know, maybe we can piece things together, you know, piece our family back together somehow. If I can, you know, so I thought, well, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Tammy, you just got little scraps and the pieces aren't showing enough of the picture to really.
Have you done much research and found some easy?
Oh yeah, yeah. I like go through and download all the documents and everything. So.
Tammy, is there a name? You said you did the DNA. Is there a name that comes up often in the DNA matches that you don't have in your tree? Last name?
Tons of them. I don't want to take up everybody's time or anything, but no, do we have time for me to share my screen, or can I share my screen so you can see?
Sure, go ahead.
Let's see.
Probably about 5 minutes is about all we can do at this point.
Okay. Well, and it may be just easier. Let's see.
I have a question for you. Sign off, Nick.
Okay.
Me too, Nick.
Anyway, I will say, yes, I have all kinds of names and I don't know where they fit. And I'm missing all of my second cousins.
Okay, I've been trying to help somebody else find their birth family, the birth father. And one name keeps coming up over and over and over again, his last name. And I believe that that is the family.
Yeah.
Now, trying to connect the dots is something else, but I mean, it comes up all over the place.
See, and I don't.
So-
I don't have anything that's on that side in that particular line that is really repeating. The one thing I don't have is Kirkero. I have a few of them, but I don't have Kirkero, but I do have Pisa. So I kind of.
Okay, well, that's, yeah, that kind of tells you a lot right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have some matches that are Piso, is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I definitely do. But the problem is I'm missing those second and third cousin links. And I just got through with a class on endogamy and pedigree collapse. So it has me looking at those matches in a little bit different light. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of work and a lot of thinking. And so anyway, and that's why I thought, well, maybe, I'm sorry, maybe the, you know, if there was a group out there, you know, maybe I can get plugged in somewhere else. That
check into a Facebook group called DNA Detectives.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them, yes.
They also have what they call search angels, who can look at your tree and or your DNA stuff if you want them to, and they know a lot more about the science than I do, and they can possibly narrow things down better for you. And they do it for free.
DNA Angel?
DNA Detectives.
Oh, DNA Detectives. Okay. 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 I appreciate that.
Sure.
So. All right.
Okay, so Bob, you had a question?
Yeah, Anthony has given me the idea of trying to get birth certificates of my grandparents from Sicily. If that is something I want to do, would I go through contacts that you know, or would I try to go through Sylvania?
What town are they in, Lentini or Carlentini?
Well, we believe Carlentini. It could be Lentini and it could be Malelli.
Where is the state civil office?
Oh,
Yeah.
I wrote directly to them. You could write to all three and see if one of them turns up anything.
So I just wrote an email to the Stato Civile in Lentini on Chris's behalf. Silvana offered to call them about it, but it basically came down to send us an email. So that's what we did. If you can email me who in particular you're trying to get a document for, then
you're talking to me? You're talking to me, Nick? Okay.
Yeah, you, Bob.
Okay.
Tell me the name of the person you're looking for, and you know, in an email.
Okay.
And the birth location,
I'll do that.
if you know it.
Birth date and the possible cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send all that to you.
Okay. And you know, I can compose an email to go to the city for you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That couldn't be that much different than what you get on Family Search or Ancestry.
Yeah, that's certainly what we would want to check first, is if we have access to it online.
Either on Tenati.com or Family Search through the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I can go down to the library and get that and make a copy of it.
Yeah, so so you'd be willing to do that, Dean, is to do some lookups for him?
Sure.
Okay, so Bob, if you could just send me what you're looking for, I'll forward it on to Dean if I think he can do it.
Well, I'll send it to you and copy him on it.
Okay.
How's that?
That works.
Okay.
All right, Deb, you had a question?
Yeah, I have, since Dean's name came up, I wanna give a shout out to Dean, because on his own, just in our conversations, he has done some research for me and given me a lot of good information that I did not know. And I just wanted to say thank you to him in front of everybody and let everybody know he's also a wonderful resource if you have questions. The other thing I wanted to say, what I wanted to ask is, you mentioned that you've got like a tree on all of us, right?
I do, yes. Yeah.
Can I access that tree or not? Am I able to get into that tree, or is it not allowed for me to see that tree?
No, anybody who wants it, I'll share it with them. So
Okay.
if you're asking me to share the tree with you, I will make you a guest to the tree.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, because your tree has so much more than I don't know why I'm even paying Ancestry all the money that I paid them, because I just can't pick up any data like you guys do. I don't get any of those things that you guys show for research. So that's my fault problem, and I still need to fix that. But I'm writing it. I'm because I can't figure out how the system works, I'm writing it down by hand. So, that kind of information really helps me, because you guys have found things that I can't find. Also, I have some pictures that I don't know how to get into my family tree or the group family tree. Is there a trick to that?
Well, do you know how to scan or to take a picture with your cell phone?
I do know how to take a picture with my cell phone, and some of these pictures are like oval. They're like oval, but they're not flat, so it wouldn't be anything I could scan. But I could take pictures with my cell phone, which I have done, and then I just don't know how to do anything from the pictures I've got taken.
Well, if you send me the pictures, it's a simple matter for me to add them to the group tree.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much.
Sure, no problem. I will say though, if you can take the glass off without damaging the picture, you get a better picture if it's not behind glass.
The frames the frames are already gone. The glass was broken, and all they are is just the picture on like a heavy cardboard. And they even almost look like a water painting rather than a photograph. Some of them do. Some of them are in black and white.
Yeah, the ones that are really old. Like I have one of my great-great-grandparents, and it's more of a, like you said, a watercolor than an actual photograph.
My grandmother told me that her family was very, very poor, but I look at these pictures and I can't imagine that somebody without a certain amount of money could have pictures like this. It's not like a photograph. It's like actual, they had to sit with somebody to have these kinds of pictures taken.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what you send, and we can share the pictures with the group when you send them.
I will do that. I'm on it. Now I have another thing to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be in Las Vegas for 2 weeks, starting the 15th of February. Am I able to join the Zoom meeting from my phone, or do I have to be on a laptop?
No, you can join from your phone.
Okay. All right.
As long as you have a Wi-Fi signal, you can join.
All right. I'm just like tech illiterate.
But you're a travel expert.
Well, I like to travel. That I do. I'm pretty daring when it comes to traveling.
If you have a laptop, use that.
Yes, I have a laptop, but I'm not planning on taking my laptop with me to Las Vegas.
You have an iPad?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it on your phone. Eleonora does it on her phone all the time.
Okay. All right.
If you
Well,
can
I'm
do
just giving you fair warning. If you can't find me on Tuesday, it's because I can't figure out how to join you.
Okay, well,
And you might get, who knows what you might get. I mean, it's going to be a mystery what if you get anything at all, what you get.
all right, well, it'll be an interesting experiment. We'll see.
It sure will. It certainly will be an interesting experiment. But I do want to thank all of you, every single one of you, because you helped me so much. I just totally enjoy all of this, and you're so helpful, and I've learned so much, and I continue to learn so much, and it just tickles my heart. And I just want to say thank you very much for all that you all are doing.
And Nick, I want to thank you for getting my cousin Sebastiano, on here. That's the first time I've seen him live.
Yeah, that was fun. And this is recorded too. So if you want to go back and look at it.
Yeah, that was fun.
So I think we lost Sheri, but the last, we had the Saturday meeting, and I put it on the Sicily Italia Facebook page. If you want to see I tried to put it on the Carlentini Omaha Facebook page, and for some reason it wouldn't let me. But so yeah, we all struggle with technology to a certain degree. But that was great seeing Seby on. That was good.
That was fun.
I tried to Skype with him. It's been probably 12, 13 years ago. And with me not speaking Italian and him not speaking English, it didn't work well.
Well, fortunately, we had Gianca to translate, because I guess Eleonora didn't have Wi-Fi wherever she was at. So
yeah,
I'm starting to notice that our family is kind of being represented a lot more in this group.
I know, it's like the Mangiamele group here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, does anybody see Santo in that, or Asino in there?
We're probably related some way.
I want to be connected by blood with all of you.
So Dean, Dean, we need to figure out her Osino line, Deb's Osino line, to see if it has any linkage to my Osino line.
Yeah, I want to know that I want to be able to say, hey, that's my second cousin, or my 15th cousin, or my,
well, we very well could be, Deb. But
okay, so Nick, you've done the DNA test, haven't you?
Yes.
And how about you, Deb?
I have, but there were so many after like more than, fourth or fifth, so many down the line. And I tried, I never got to the very bottom to see if Nick was ever listed.
You can search for his name in your matches.
Imagine that I could do that. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I'm going to try that.
If we had more time, I would go ahead and I'd look that up. But I think it's about time to draw this to a close.
I think so too.
All right.
See you next
Ciao
week.
tutti.
Toodles.
Next week. Ciao.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao.
All right. See you
Does
next week.
anybody ever say arrivederci, or is that not a right word?
It's a word as far as I know, but I don't hear them say that very often.
Yeah, it's
I know.
formal.
That nobody says it. Well, I'll be a trendsetter. Arrivederci.
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 All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.